I spent 2.5 weeks knitting a summer tee and I don't even like how it turned out, but let me start from the beginning. I have started Cloud Tee by PetiteKnit. Let me show you the yarn I'm choosing. It is Sandnes Garn Tynn linen. It is 53% cotton, 33% viscose and 14% linen. And my color is 1015. I have 5 skeins. The recommended needles are 3mm needles, but I know that I usually knit looser than the recommended gauge, so I decided to use the smaller needles and using 2.5mm needles. My gauge was about 22 stitches and the pattern gauge is 28 stitches. I couldn't understand why I have such a huge difference, and I decided to try bamboo needles. In 2.75mm needles, bamboo needles, my gauge was 24 stitches. And then I washed the swatch. Here is the swatch. And my gauge on 2.75 bamboo needles is perfect. It is 28 stitches. But I was very surprised that this yarn shrinks a lot. I didn't know that plant-based yarn can shrink a lot. It shrinks by 10%. And I have already knit the back yoke. Let me show you. It looks like this. And you can see the difference with the swatch. The difference is huge. So this yarn changed a lot after washing. And by the way, I used almost 1 skein for knitting the back yoke. So let's continue. Finally joined the front and back, and it's very slow and difficult to knit in this yarn because it's very thin and slippery. So now I'm happy that at least I don't have to purl. I have already spent 3 yarn skeins and I have 2 yarn skeins left. I think now I'll switch to the neck edge and the sleeves, and then I will continue with the body. I started the sleeve, but I don't like how it looks like. I picked up stitches very loosely. And also I knit in magic loop, and you can see that the stitches here are also very loose. So I think I will frog it and start from the beginning. I finished the first sleeve. I decided not to purl on the sleeve, and I also knit the first row in twisted knits. And also there is a ribbing here, and you have to switch to smaller needles. But I don't have smaller needles. Actually, I have smaller needles, but they are metal, and I knit very loosely using metal needles. So I decided to use the same size of needles for the ribbing. I hope it will look fine. And now I think the sleeve looks better. It looks neat and tidy. Finally, I managed to finish this tee. It was very difficult and slowly because the yarn is very thin and slippery. And now it looks, the stitches look uneven and it wrinkles. And the neck edge is a bit tight now, and I'm nervous about it because I know that after washing it will become even smaller, so maybe I will have to frog it and make another neck edge, but I'll figure it out later. I don't like how the sleeves look like. They wrinkle and they look a bit strange. And also I needed it longer than I would like to have it, because I know that it shrinks a lot after the washing. So I think that's all for now, and we'll see how it will look like after the washing. So the tee is ready, and at first glance it looks fine, but there are several points I don't like. First, according to the swatch, it should have become shorter after the washing. Now it's too long for me. Maybe I need the tee in a different gauge rather than a swatch. It happens very often. Also, I don't like the sleeves. They look very weird. It looks like I should have picked less stitches, but I have picked up the exact amount of stitches that was in the pattern. Also, the stitches are uneven and the blocking didn't improve the situation. And according to the pattern photos, the edges should curl a bit, but they don't. Maybe it also depends on the yarn. And I also don't like that the tee wrinkles a lot. So there are many things I don't like in this tee. I don't know, maybe I should take some time to figure out whether it is okay to wear this tee, or should I fix everything I don't like now. But I think for now I'm very tired of this project and I would like to put it aside, and maybe later I will think about it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that your recent knits were much more successful than mine. And see you in the next videos. Bye bye.